For some weeks now, we have been sharing the journey to the cross. Week by week, we have been diving into Scripture, asking how we might identify with, how we might apply passages, stories, teachings to our life today. I am so grateful that with everything going on in our world, we have been invited by Scripture to focus on the cross. And at the cross, we've been invited to look beyond the sacrifice, beyond the death of Christ. This weekend, we celebrated the resurrection. Paul's expression to the early church is so rich and deep. It has such value to us. I've thought a lot about those Roman believers living in a city surrounded by everything that was standing against their belief system. And yet Paul invites them to be so fully immersed in Jesus that regardless of the world around, they have a holy hope and a holy expectation. That's what we're looking at this week is the holy expectation. Now that we've reminded ourselves Christ's sacrifice is complete. His resurrection from the grave is such power and so much to celebrate. It allows us, it invites us, it encourages us to look forward to eternity. We talk about eternity in heaven, and so many times people ask or talk about what will heaven be like? What do you hope to experience? Who do you hope to see? Isaiah began casting a vision of that eternal experience in Isaiah chapter 65. Here are some of the lines that catch my attention this week as I hunger for eternity. The former things shall not be remembered. Sometimes it's just that flash of a memory that sends cold chills down your spine. It's, when will I ever forget? I know Jesus has forgiven me, but when will I forget? That eternity is a place where the former things, the foolishness of our lives, the selfishness, the arrogance that maybe has scarred you, as I know some of my choices have scarred me, those will be the former things. They will not be remembered. Isaiah describes the New Jerusalem as a place of joy. In our world, when people think about going to Jerusalem, first thing that comes to mind is we're going to visit the Wailing Wall. In this New Jerusalem, there will not be a Wailing Wall. There will be a celebratory wall. The streets will be full of celebration. There will be joy in Jerusalem. The people there will be known as people of gladness. I really am drawn to this one. No more shall there be in it an infant who lives but a few days. Eternity, heaven, being with God. I dare say that though we joke about it, some of us would be thrilled to slide down the neck of that giraffe. We do look forward to rolling around on the grass between a lion and a lamb. But heaven, eternity, it's being with Jesus. Having his eyes meet our eyes. When he looks straight at you, when he looks into the depth of my heart, and my heart and mind are free from the former things. There's no guilt. There's no fear. There's no dis-ease. Eternity with Jesus. Safe. Not only safe, but invited to fully grow into his image. That will be glory. That will be eternity.